Good afternoon ulit. This time, review naman tayo about mga topic sa Math Grade 10. Grade 10. About angles formed by secants and tangents. Okay, so angles formed by secants and tangents. Okay, so let's see the example given is, given the figure, let's see secant AD intersect secant BC inside the circle. So this is inside, in. Okay, so the angle formed by two secants intersecting inside the circle is 1/2 the sum measure of the arc intercepted by it and its vertical angle. Okay, so halimbawa nun, let's see, this is equal to x. We want to find x. And the measure of its intercepted arc is equal to, let's see, 40 degrees. And the measure of the intercepted arc of its vertical angle is, let's see, 54 degrees. Then, what is the measure of angle x? Okay, so x is simply equal to, x is 1/2 the measure of its intercepted arc, which is equal to 40, plus the measure of the vertical angle, the intercepted arc of its vertical angle, which is equal to 54. So therefore, x now is equal to 1/2 of 94. So 40 plus 54 is 94. And what is 1/2 of 94? That is equal to 47. So therefore, the measure of the angle formed is equal to 47 degrees. Okay, so that is if the angle formed is inside the circle, you will simply add the sum of the intercepted arc and the arc of the vertical angle. Okay, next is, how about if one of the intercepted arc is not given? Let's see, our arc CD is equal to x, while our angle formed is equal to, let's say, 43 degrees. Okay, 43 degrees. And this one is equal to the measure of the vertical angle, the intercepted arc of the vertical angle is, let's say, 51 degrees. So based from the formula, always follow angle formed is. So since the measure of the angle formed is equal to 43, then you will start with 43. The measure of the angle formed, 43, is 1/2 the measure of the intercepted arc. So your intercepted arc represents arc CD, or simply equal to x. plus the measure of the arc of its vertical angle, intercepted arc of the vertical angle, which is equal to 51. Now, to eliminate the fraction, you can multiply by the LCD, both sides of the equation multiply by 2. Okay, so 43 times 2 is equal to 86. Is equal to, so if you multiply this by 2, it becomes x plus 51. You just simply cancel 2. Okay, so if you multiply this by 2, you just simply cancel 2. So what's the result? X plus 51. So x plus 51. Now to solve for x, you just simply transpose 51 to the other side of the equation, to the left side. So 86 minus 51 is equal to x. So your x therefore is equal to 6 minus 1 equal to 5, and 8 minus 5 equal to 3. So therefore the measure of the intercepted arc of 43 is equal to 35. Okay, so next is this time angle formed by two secants intersecting on. So what is the intersection? It is on the circle. Now if it is angle formed by two secants intersecting on, this is just like your inscribed angle. Okay, so if your intercepted arc is equal to 120 degrees, then what is the measure of the angle formed? Okay, so the formula is simply the measure of the angle formed by two secants intersecting on the circle, because the intersection is on. This is in, on, and then out. Okay, if it is on, that is only half the intercepted arc. So 1/2 of the intercepted arc AB. Okay, 1/2 of the intercepted arc AB. So therefore, the measure of the angle formed intersecting on the circle is simply 1/2 of 120. 120 degrees, which is equal to, what is half of 120? That is equal to 60 degrees. Okay, so angle X is equal to 60 degrees. Next is, how about if the measure of the angle formed is given? Okay, let's see, this is equal to 51 degrees. Okay, what is measure of arc AB? So this is the question now. What is measure of arc AB? Okay, measure of arc AB is still, you follow the formula. The measure of the angle formed, 51 degrees being the angle formed, equal to 1/2 the intercepted arc AB. Okay, so if you multiply both sides of the equation by 2, okay, to remove fractions, then just simply multiply 51 by 2, that is equal to 102 degrees. 102 degrees. If you multiply again this one by 2, this side, you just simply cancel by 2. So the result is just AB. So measure of arc AB is equal to 102 degrees. Okay, next is angle formed by two secants intersecting outside the circle. Now, if it is outside the circle, then that is just only the positive difference, one half the positive difference of the intercepted arcs. Okay, so x is equal to one half of the positive difference of the intercepted arcs. So therefore, since positive difference, you will start with the bigger arc, which is equal to CD. So CD, arc CD minus arc AB. So that your difference is already positive. Okay, let's say AB is just equal to 20 degrees. While CD is 160 degrees. Then what is measure of angle X? The intercepted arc. Okay, the intercepted arc are 160 and 20 degrees. So therefore, I just simply apply the formula. X is equal to 1/2 of what is measure of arc CD, 160 degrees. And what is measure of arc AB, 20 degrees. Okay, so X is now equal to 1/2 of 160 minus 20 degrees, 140 degrees. So therefore, the measure of the angle formed intersecting outside is just half of 140, which is equal to 70 degrees. Next is, okay, this time, angle formed by two a secant and a tangent. Now, so the intercepted arcs here are AC and AB. So since the intersection is outside, then again that is 1/2 the positive difference. Okay, so the measure of the angle formed X again is equal to 1/2 the positive difference of arc AC, being the larger arc AC, minus the smaller arc AB, so that your difference is positive. So therefore, X is now equal to 1/2 of, okay, let's see, your AB is equal to 40 degrees and your EC is, let's see, 190 degrees. Okay, let's see, 190 degrees. So therefore, this is already a major arc. So we will name here point D to name the major arc AC. So instead of EC, you use EDC. Okay, which is equal to, okay, by substitution, what is EDC? Equal to 190 degrees minus arc AB, measure of arc AB is 40 degrees. So X therefore is equal to 1/2 of 150 degrees. Okay, what is half of 150 degrees? 75 degrees. So therefore, x is equal to 75 degrees. Next is, okay, let's see, this is angle formed by a secant at a tangent. Let's see, intersecting on the circle. Okay, let's see, this is angle x. So the intercepted arc is a major arc, ABC. Now, how about if the major arc is the unknown? Let's say your angle x is equal to 105 degrees. Okay, so therefore, what is arc ECB? So this is your, okay, missing. Okay, measure of the angle formed. So always make use of the measure of the angle formed, which is equal to x, is 1/2 the measure of the intercepted arc. So let's see, arc ECB. Okay, so since the measure of angle x is 105 degrees, equal to 1/2 of arc ECB. Okay, so to remove the fraction, just simply multiply by the LCD, which is equal to 2, or just simply multiply by 2 both sides of the equation. So 210, multiply the left side by 2, equal to 210. 105 times 2. So if you multiply 1/2 by 2, you just simply cancel 2. So what is the answer now? Arc ECB. So therefore, what is arc ECB? That is equal to 210 degrees. Okay, next is angle formed by two tangents intersecting outside. Okay, let's see the measure of this arc. The smaller arc is 120 degrees. So if this is 120 degrees, then how do you find the major arc? Okay, what is measure of arc ECB? So ECB, arc ECB is just simply, okay, one whole circle, which is equal to 360 degrees. Okay, one complete circle minus the given minor arc, which is equal to 120 degrees. Okay, so therefore the missing arc, which is the major arc, the corresponding major arc of 120 is equal to 240 degrees. So measure of arc ECB is equal to 240 degrees. So you can now find what is x. Measure of angle x is equal to, so since x is outside, okay, out, in, on, out, okay, so the measure of the angle formed is outside, so therefore that is 1/2 the positive difference of the intercepted arcs, 1/2 of the major arc. So that your difference is positive, use the major arc, okay, ECB minus the minor arc EB. Okay, so x now is equal to 1 half. ECB is 240 minus EB is equal to 120. So that is now equal to x is 1 half of 240 minus 120 is equal to 120. Therefore, the value of x is equal to 60 degrees. So the measure of the angle formed intersecting outside the circle is equal to 60 degrees. Okay, so that's all about our review for today. The measure of the angle formed by secants and tangents intersecting in, on, and outside the circle. Okay? Okay, so bye na po. I hope nakatulong ako sa inyo.